This is the latest Xtrons PQ unit. It's a PX6 MTCE. Hasn't been out long. It's replacing the Android 8 version they had. Same aspect ratio, same resolution. That was 1280 by 480. It was a PX5 MTCD unit, slightly faster processor. I originally saw the Android 8 version, same car. This is a BMW E39, although they release it for other BMW models and a few other manufacturers, I think. Yeah, so I saw the Android 8 version on the video, same car, and the user was nicely splitting his screens off. 8:3 ratio, screams 2 4:3 screens, and he was just beautifully putting his Waze on one side or Spotify on the other, which was the huge attraction to this screen, because I found with the previous head unit I had, a little joying unit, had buttons down the side. I think it was it 1024 by 600, I think, resolution. Yeah, I would sometimes take my eyes off the road to swap apps, and that's not a good thing. So I really wanted apps side by side on this. The only problem was Android 8, you could swap them off. Android 9 supports split screen. I use it on my phone that I'm videoing on now. Slightly different. You hold down the toolbar or the icon and up comes a menu saying split screen. But Xtrons haven't implemented it in this Android 9 version, and they've confirmed it, which is a huge fail. And the reason I paid so much money for this unit. That's not even the worst problem. The biggest problem related to that is how Android works. Android will scale web pages and other apps. It'll scale the UI to the width of the screen, so then it becomes huge. Look how fat this toolbar is. I've got so little screen. If I go to register an account on this, I mean, I got to register. Look at me. Look what happens when I go to do some sort of form. Okay, there's the name. Oh, I've lost it. I can't even see anything. Well, I can't scroll. Actually, look. Just noticed on the right hand side there's a little, right hand side of this orange bar, there's a little like scroll bar about a 16th of an inch tall. I can't use that. I don't know where I am. I don't have next field as middle name or last name. I just got to guess, type it all in, go back. Was I right? Oh, it's going to take me 15 minutes to fill out that form. Let's do it on my PC. And then we go to navigation, the whole, half of the reason for these head units. It's the same thing here. I've got to try a journey. Look at this small little area. I've got to try and zoom in on that. How am I supposed to tell which of those two paths is better? Both the same size. I might even press something wrong from just trying to zoom. I got to start the journey. I always have this so it orientates the direction I'm going to up, so it's easy for left and right and all that. But when I've got an inch of roads ahead of me, it's not even enough time to indicate. Get into the right lane. I don't care about this stuff here. I'm going to have this in the mode where north's always up, which is not desirable, but even still, I'm going to be heading north sometimes. I'm going to have the same problem. At least picture-in-picture is supported for the apps, or the very few apps that support that. So once this journey is underway, I can go back to the main screen and I'll get this little window down there showing, and that'll sit on top of all the other apps. But that's a very few apps that support that. It's very small. I can enlarge it temporarily for, what, 2 seconds. It should snap back. It's gone. And also, that's only if I'm actually navigating somewhere. I don't always navigate. If I'm just in the normal mode of having the map on, which I do quite regularly, just have the map on. No. Yeah, nice full screen now. That's nice, right? But there's no picture-in-picture anymore. Maps only supports that when you're actually navigating. So, total fail. I can't use this thing. I mean, I've spent all the time putting a 6-meter cable, and I don't want to rip that out again. And also, despite ordering this from the local website and the local Xtrons website, postage was like a global rate, like it came from overseas. It's going to cost the same to send it back. Xtrons have confirmed that Android 9, their version, doesn't support this split screen functionality. And they also said it's, the ROM's factory preset and can't be upgraded or downgraded, but I don't really believe that, because I've had about 15 devices before, and they've all been able to be upgraded or downgraded. Just really didn't want to get into the custom ROM scene again, because a lot of the offers all meanwhile are doing amazing jobs, and that, it's just, you spend a lot of time with just things not working. But these are guys working for free. This is Xtrons, company with offices around the world, including London. It's no cheap Chinese outfit. They've released Android 9, which is supposed to be split screen, and their Android 9 doesn't have split screen. That's not Android 9, and I'm surprised that there's no even approval process that Google insist on when devices are released advertising this. Anyway, if you're thinking about getting one of these screens for that purpose, don't get the Android 9 version. You're going to be disappointed. Look for the Android 8 version. This just happens to be the one that was for sale, and I just grabbed the one that was for sale, the one on the website. There's probably old stock somewhere. Yeah, I really don't know what to do next.